Hello, welcome back to Casita de Rosas for Cooking in Quarantine with your host, Benjamin Rosas. Today we're going to make some granola from scratch, which is easy and pretty cheap depending on how crazy you get with the extra flavors you want to add. But oats are great for lots of things. They're a lot cheaper than buying granola from the store, so it's a nice way to, get more with less. I'm going to start with cooking a little bit in the stovetop, and then I've got the oven preheated to 300, and we're going to really toast the granola in the oven. But up here on the stove, I want to melt some coconut oil and honey together. You could also use butter or liquid fat like canola oil, but I've got coconut oil, so I'm going to use it. It should be about a quarter cup. I figure a tablespoon is a half a fluid ounce, a quarter cup is 2 fluid ounces, so that's about 4 tablespoons-ish to make a quarter cup. And then the same amount of honey. I don't really like measuring honey into cups and things because it's so sticky. It just sticks to everything. I'd rather do it this way. The amount doesn't have to be precise. Unlike some baking formula, you can be pretty relaxed with the ratios here. Yeah, so I'm like cooking the coconut butter and the honey together, which is a marvelous thing in and of itself. I'm going to add roughly a teaspoon of vanilla, which is, and some amount of salt. They say a half a teaspoon. I'll eyeball that too. And then 3 cups of oats. This, according to the math I can do from the label, it's about 6.5 cups. So, almost half of this volume of oats. You can measure it out in cups. About fill the pan a little more. You can use any pan you want. For the baking sheet, I have this nice big sheet. You can use smaller sheets or a couple if you have little cookie sheets. I like to put parchment paper on it. That's optional. You could spray it, rub it down with butter, put parchment paper, however you like to manage your baking pans. I just don't want to have to scrub all the toasted honey off of it when we're done. So I'm not really cooking the oats up here. I'm just sort of making it hot so that the coconut oil and the honey are loose liquid so that I can spread it around. Probably could have heated them up separately and just poured them into a bowl of oats too, but this way works fine for me. Really everything comes together in the oven. So, once that's had a chance to mix, I'm going to turn the heat off. The other things that I want to add, in this case I've got raisins, and I've got some coconut flakes for some reason I found in my cupboard. I'm going to use those. Feel free to use any, granola stuff. If you have dried fruit, coconut anything, hemp seeds, what have you. Pecans would be great. Little bits of cut up apple. In this case, I'm going to do raisin coconut. That's going to be added at the end. I don't even want to bake them. These are kind of delicate. The raisins don't really need to be baked either. I'm going to wait. I'm going to bake the oats first, and I'm going to add my toppings as you will at the end. I can see this pan is way too big. A simple cookie sheet would have been enough. This is the only pan I have, so I'm using it. Spread out nice and thin. The real danger with granola is burning it. It's a delicate. That's why the oven's only at 300. That honey is gonna burn pretty easily. That coconut butter, not helping. So, very burnable. You want it toasty, you do not want it burnt. Spreading it nice and thin, toasting it evenly, and keeping an eye on it, and mixing it a couple of times, or at the very least turning the sheet is crucial to this. So we're at 300 degrees, pop it in, set a timer for 10 minutes, at which point I'm going to take a look at it and mix it around. Okay, it's been 10 minutes, let's take a look. Not burnt yet, that's a good sign. Use this spat to just sort of flip, rotate, move things around. I should have done twice as much. I do love granola, and in a later episode we'll make homemade yogurt, which is another excellent way to just save money. I mean, there's a lot of things at the store that are prepared, but they're not hard to make, and you pay 3 times as much. Or they run out right now, so making these kinds of things from home can keep you sane, keep you busy, and save you money. I'll probably do 30 minutes in total, strain it twice, so I'm going to set the timer for another 10. Cheers. Okay, 10 more minutes, let's take a look. Getting toasty in there. Ooh, this is almost done. I'm gonna only put it in for 5 more minutes. Alright, let's have a look at the final product. I can smell the toastiness. Almost makes me want breakfast right now. There we go, granola. Now, I'm gonna add a little grip of raisins. Some of those are big raisins. And coconut flakes. You know, mix it up. Apple cinnamon, currants. Be creative. The only real stationary ingredients to the granola is the oats and something sweet and some kind of fat to cook it in. So could be canola oil and sugar and oats. Could be, as I did, honey, coconut oil and oats. You probably have something in your cupboard right now that you could add to a batch of granola. So I'm just going to let this cool on my rack and stir it up and eat it tomorrow morning with some yogurt. Thanks for watching.